So I got a few extra links for us in the description today because I'm going to make lots of references to current events. In this video that's about my friend's birthday who passed away this year, what caused him to pass away, how all challenges are opportunities to build strength, and how those of us who take the hardest challenges that send most of the people to the bottom of the tequila bottle, myself included, at least for a chapter, and we crawl out of there and we take these things on as opportunities to build extreme strengths, because that's what they really, really, truly are. If we're gonna take this holodeck training module for our souls seriously, which is as simple as taking on each challenge honestly, earnestly, in a very dedicated fashion. I'm coming to you from Central America, many times South America, on these channels. Just wait. I'm not taking no for an answer. Like, subscribe, and share with a friend. I want to do more of the Brandon Angel Fitness Journey compilation videos because we all know those are rocking, right? Us in just a little tight circle of genuine guys that even get together and do burpees in the mornings, and they really know each other and they're really there for each other, and the only price of admission is an early wake up. And can you even do that? Can you even step it up just that little bit and hang with some really disciplined cats who get up early and do the things that they need to do to donate their best version? See, my friend Aaron Roberts, he died this year of death by child torture. Same thing that killed me 15 years ago, but my life was saved. He was calling our support group that exists to answer that call, and we didn't answer because he had been, we had answered a lot of calls. We're not guilty. We are guilty. We could do better. We can always do better. He would have been 51 today. I made another video on another channel. I'll put the link in the description. Right? He was taking on this challenge as an opportunity to build strength. We referred to him as the human self-development encyclopedia. And he was. He studied. He was the most motivating. Let me tell you this. We feel his absence. I miss that dude still. I did a video on yet another channel about the TPUSA heartlessness, link below. There's all kinds of heartless stuff going on in this bangland, where now some of our once most intimate interpersonal relationship activities have now just become yet more vehicles of exploitation within this heartless, soulless system, where only a few of us are gonna really say, you know what, I'm done with this bullshit situation. I want to go. Where are the few, only couple other real cats? That's what we're doing right here on this real channel. Because, I'm really done with the bullshit. I can't say anything. I just don't have a fake bone in my body. This so happens to be my favorite thing about myself. And a lot of people hate it about me, because they couldn't achieve it for themselves. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, back to square one, the very intro of this video. To actually live your true destiny means you take on your challenges as opportunities to build strength. You find out what the truth of the matter is. You don't put up with anything less. You deal with the truth. It's not just given to you. You don't just take what someone's giving to you. And once you find out that they gave you some fake, false bullshit, that's a liability, not an asset. Categorize it correctly. Know what time it is. Be able to discern. This is baby boo-boo step to go live out in the jungle where I just came from for 8 years and came back with. So hard to come back because you're just disgusted with. This is all you're looking at now. I'm probably going back. Would I go that deep? Now that my PTSD is not extreme, I don't even know. I should go find out. A couple specific locations are calling to me. I know that going into nature for any point in time is a benefit. I know that looking at a lot of societal offerings piss me off, bring me down more than they lift me up or motivate me or inspire me to, you know what I mean? It's a lost cause, most of this stuff. That's why you're even more extra valiant for proceeding anyway. You know, I've been sharing this on I got a few different Facebooks. Some people know about some of them, whatever. I'm gonna come at this kicking in the door, Billy the Kid style, because that's where I come from. We've had to kick the door down Blueprint for a minute now. And I'm gonna kick the door down. And there's no stopping me. And all the small, jealous-minded haters that were on the way, that were close to me, will be remembered. And go pay attention to your celebrity and escape the fact that you like Braveheart in the movie, but when he's right up and close and personal, you're sitting there hating on him. What is that about you? It's the programming. Maybe you should try to kill some control freaks at voodoobreaker.com. A little bit. Kill some control freaks. Risk-free, kind of pussy style, whatever, something. Then you do some burpees, you get up early. Every single day I'm there for you. Every single day I'm available. 5 a.m., 4 a.m., 3 a.m., whichever you want. I'm there. Hit me, not past 5, and we'll get down, man. And we'll sharpen that blade and we'll study the greats. And a torch passing, everybody's an equal council of high-minded operators where 3 of us could fall, just like this year, and everybody can do everybody else's job. We're all very well studied. We're much more dedicated than the average bear. And we prepared, and we're serious, and we're real. And I don't know if I should say we're not drinking poisonous 52 pharmaceuticals consistently across all city water supplies. What the fuck is? And it's so easy to buy a carbon filter, meet a farmer. Oh, look, check these truth cats that went and lived in the jungle out. They are the spear tip of alternative agriculture too. They got the best plan B, an investment I'll be happier with than Bitcoin, gonna go down to 26, watch, right? 16 again, whatever. Buy it when it does. Right? But look, man, the most dependable, steadily increasing thing that could never go down is what God prescribed. You just need to get with cats who have learned to use it in an advanced way, that have assimilated to the realist world and built themselves a steady economy. It's not a rocket ride out of the park to Dubai partying, but we don't even, after time in natural life, you stop to even care about that stuff. I will much rather get up early and do my beautiful morning routine and hang out with my dogs and be clear-minded than go all-nighting at some thing. I might do that tops 3 times in a year. You know what I mean? Tops, not even quarterly. You know? And that's all that's acceptable right there in my tribe. No, I'm dead serious. And if I see you fall, I will quietly take the cue. Check this out for depth. That's my cue to expand. The toughest person here in my last setup gig, because I'm just the setup guy, is in charge now. And I'm going to go set up something else. Using what I've learned in a new whole place that none of these people even know about. And I'm going to do it even better. I mean, I could take you to so many layers, right? Because I am actually that true Jedi, right? No. Maybe I am. There's one way to find out. I mean, you're even invited, man. I'll take you to my farming sites. You don't even have to come. You can see them. News production crews have captured them. I'll put the links below. But Nutritional Diversity channel on YouTube. The if you go to the main page, the very first trailer video, that's the best video we've got. We just slowly but surely growing. We know that we're gonna get there. We know exactly really kind of how we're going to end up forming out. Not exactly. We're willing to call audibles. We're open to new information. We're not believing anything. We're seeking. We're believing that we should stay seeking throughout the duration of this biological, transformational, adventurous life. There should be libraries of chapters. Unless you can be distracted and trapped by some bullshitter doing some bullshit, running a gerbil wheel. Maybe they do some tests on you, feed their own ego a little bit. Oh, you couldn't do it on your own? Yeah, I've got a job for you. Yeah, you gotta have personality. You gotta be a full package. You gotta be James Bond. You can't care about the masses. You move in silence. I'm dead serious, man. The one thing I wish I could go back and tell my younger self is, boy, this shit is not a walk in the park, man. You want this? You want to really be somebody in this life? You want to take this life? You want to commute gratitude to God, Son? Let me tell you right now, man, this takes 24 hours a day, flow state to flow state productivity, a discipline level that better be miles ahead of everybody you've ever seen before in your life. You want to be a gladiator? You want to cut down the biggest dragons and protect the city? There's people in that city that'll tell the dragon exactly where the city is. They don't care about no one. You know what I mean? They're sellouts of that level. They'll use their own children to bring down an X, some pathetic shit to get off, to feel egotistically soothed with some psychological, spiritual rape you can't even see daily, every fucking day. And then you're Elizabeth Smart, and you'll defend that person. Oh, whoa. The entire country knows that those two freaks need to be tortured alive in front of everybody, hung by a horse and drug around until there's no skin left. Until there's no bone left, right? And we've got those same types of people all over the place right here, and they've really witchcrafted the kids to think that to be their number one defenders. No, look, the kid says, come on, that's not, come on, that's not, it really takes, the cop who pushed and said, nah, I think you're this girl. Not all child abusers wear fucking freak outfit, fucking rope tied, you know what I mean? But they usually look pretty Jerry Springer, at least in my case they do. Like, just looking at them on the internet, like, we're fucking miles and miles and miles away. And it's so funny because these guys, they have, just like a Jerry Springer, they've got all these judgments and criticisms about movies and different art projects and shit that they could never make. You know what I mean? They hack websites constantly, dropping the PTSD veteran free volunteer burpee group website. That's the one that they got this time. You know what I mean? Hacking all my websites. I try to make an income. I try to build something of worth. I actually had one thing was streaming. I had a lawyer that was like, I'll buy those leads, right? Streaming. And then paid for hack, and then later, my daughter reveals to me it's her stepdad, super simp piece of shit. Who would do this? He doesn't even know nothing. And this guy's threatening me if I ever come around my own kid. Then he finds out who I really used to be. Obviously, it's not who I am now. We all get to grow and change, thanks, But finds out who I used to be, and then deletes himself across the internet, all his social media accounts gone, right? Because he figured, holy shit, this dude will. Then these people live in this immense fear after deserving, because they created a situation. They're lying to everybody about it. They created a situation where they all deserve to die. And right now, through my DNA, is like Papa Bear DNA is you're supposed to kill those people. I wake up dreaming it. That's why I get up early and I have to do all this stuff, and I do it because I'm responsible. And I would have never done this kind of shit. And I did love my kid, and I still do unconditionally. It's not fair that she got robbed of a kid, but at the same time, I have to accept it. This child that kid that I remembered, that was in my life, that was running and jumping all over me. That kid's dead. That kid's dead, 100%. And that's sad, but there's a lot of parents out there have been moving on from this shit. Lots of different child loss to addiction. There's a lot of people I've watched have it cut off their kids, and it fucking destroys them. It destroys them, and I don't want to be one of those people, and I don't want to be, I can't just watch Aaron Roberts not answer that call and then fucking become him, because that's not going to make him happy. That's not the right thing to do in any which way or in place in this. Holy fuck, it is so hardcore that he is not here anymore. He was such an excellent human being. Like, it is just even ridiculous to talk about this. I have been so pissed off every day. I'm going to put that on a different channel, actually, clips from that mastermind. But I didn't sleep last night. All I want to do is, it's fucking crazy, man. Like, just a fact. And I know, and this is what kills me, is that he loved that kid. He told me he poured his heart in those meetings out about how much he loved her. And we got a bunch of them recorded, if you ever find this kiddo. And, and I know that these meth head fucking people, because, I went through the whole thing. I know exactly who these people are. That these meth head kidnapping, go to the courts and tell a bunch of lies people first, right? Do a bunch of fucking shady shit all the time, right? The shadiest player wins. That's how this thing works. It's not constitutional. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, you can't get a jury. They don't provide a lawyer. Their industry term, in fact, is weep 'em and reap 'em. These guys are pulling up, high-fiving, extending conflicts to continue paychecks, checking out each other's BMWs. This is the most greasiest fucking, like the Braveheart movie thing that they all went and started went to lining up in straight lines. Later, we would line up in straight lines and shoot each other with rifles. Humans can do all kinds of stupid shit. But we can educate ourselves. We can study the greats every day because we love our people, become better, do a better thing, fight down these animals. You know what I'm saying? And make God proud of us. We got an opportunity to take these hardcore challenges as opportunities to build strength. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go, and it looks like you pretty much law of polarity got to go out swinging at this point. You know what I mean? And I definitely don't give a fuck with no other pussies. I went to nature. Sorry, but I went to nature. I deeply paid attention to understand everything better. I came back to this disgusting society, and I wanted to leave a golden trail of advancement for a young person who had had their wings clipped. And I just so happen to have this Jedi training that I can offer a young people that I've given to many young people that could tell this other young person. Anyway, just the extreme selfishness of parental alienation is the blackest, darkest thing you could ever see one of these witches do. Just outside of locking your kid up to get a check off their head and just letting them sit in a fucking cell and be drugged all day long with shit like Haldol. Come out with this real deal fucking Twitch. Everybody all the time, I'm the most anti-drug thing you've ever seen, but people think I'm on drugs because of the amount of fucking drugs. My alienating, I guess you could call it parental alienation, is kidnapping and brainwashing. And so what is parental alienation? Oh, kidnapping, oh yeah, I know. We know of 50 bitches doing that. Our poor fucking, it's worldwide, Down here, Pablo's over here fucking trying to kill himself every day. Doesn't even realize he's killing himself because he's got this witchcraft of knowing that his kid's in the care of a fucking nut that would run such a deeply diabolical fucking dubious thing that they never even thought about before, ever. You don't even want to listen to this shit. Nobody wants to listen to this shit. Oh, this guy's crying this shit again. No, it's a perfect example of the whole shitty, finite thinking control system and all the facets of it. You look at the extremity and you get a clarity of how disgusting this society and the things that it inhibits and the norms that it is, and how badly we need to leave this and go live in an abundant nature. Now in 2026, we have the technology, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? The nutritional diversity diet. I am surely working with a few professional fighters this year because I can upgrade your performance in every case and category, no doubt about it, all natural using God's intended superfoods diet. No injectables and no risk of any kind of backlash from USADA because we're just using the super jungle intended diet that they don't want you to know about so they can sell you all the pills from what's up. What's up? The truth is the truth is the truth is the truth is the truth. How does Brandon Angel do all these pull-ups and poop burpees and crazy shit? He's got to be on the steroids. I hate steroids. I hate fake people. I hate fake shit. I'm going to fuck all you fakes up. Man, we're done. I'm done with this injectable health fucking bullshit, misinformation, false fucking prophets fucking everywhere, telling some bullshit, selling you some fucking bullshit. Fuck all of you. This is all fucking volunteer. I'm only on here. I only came on here for one person initially, but now I see through all kinds of experiences just like this Evan Roberts one. Oh, let's check this shit out too. In my crew, we all do this thing called the pee feed, right? So every time you need to go to the bathroom, get shoulders width apart, and we do this thing called the Chinese drum. You do that for 2 minutes, okay, guys? This is step one right here. You pick the 6 on the back right here. You pick your 6, a point on your 6, that beautiful flower. I'm just 6, 6, 6, right? For a good couple minutes here. Tap into these acupunctural super centers on the back of the liver and the top of the front shoulder. This is a fitness channel, but complete fitness is spiritually taking on all challenges and opportunities. Build that spirit inner muscle is what takes us to the gym. What really hard, that spiritual inner muscle is everything. That's what we're continuously wanting to cultivate in the gym if we have enough awareness and study and knowledge and expansion consciously, which really could be exactly your spiritual strength, couldn't it? Your conscious expansion level could be very much tied to your spiritual strength. It's definitely tied to the amount of boredom you're going to have with the freaking toxic Avenger herd that's running around everywhere, all super hyper fucked up and like all telling us how it is. You know what I mean? We're just like, okay. And that's the problem, you know what I mean, is we don't care enough, some of us, because we're self-preservationists, or we're putting too much time in some sort of fucking toxic soup-splashing sensationalism to sell peptides, you know what I mean, using our heroic story and just fucking, dude, it's gotta be the water system, ladies and gentlemen. Please just pick a brand, activated carbon, gravity-fed, water filter, countertop style. They work. You can smell the difference before and after. You can run it through a couple of times. You could have a little series of them where they're just one running into the next, and then finally you drink it. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know what the hell is going on, but complete fitness is so far away from so many people, and where you begin to try to bring them back into the health. It's the PFI. It's the PFI, it's the water filter, it's the diet changes, it's the like, subscribe, and the share. Can you support other people? Let's get back to the spirit muscle. Can you like it? Can you support somebody else? You know what I mean? Can you leave a comment like, you know what, actually, bro, fucking this is the realest shit. I really appreciate this shit. Can you do that? If you can't, that is little spirit, weak muscle thing, and old school spirit, strong muscle things. We recognize that all the way to the point that weak and strong are natural enemies now. I don't trust any weak shit, man. I'll hold you with a 9-foot pole. I'll move, swim, ride, float, backflip, skippity dippity, circles around you all fucking day. And you still won't know for years and years and years and years. I do it all the time. I got 50 of them in place right now. And and they all think that they're outsmarting somehow. Do not open that fucking manipulative wheelhouse ever with anybody. And the truest, most valiant old schoolers will recognize that in you, because both sides can promote you. Both sides have the offer. Both sides have the carrot. You're hearing the call from both sides. But you're going to pick a side, and you're going to galvanize, I hope. Because the worst shit people will get, and this is the majority right here, is they decide not to decide. They go into escapism, which is literally just on the fucking fence, right in the crotch, you know, in the middle of the river, not on any side, getting bashed against the rocks. Never able to grow into any kind of current or land mastery, actually. It's like a piece of debris, just as Napoleon Hill says, you know, drift. So you're gonna have strong constitution and outdo electricity and water, and also be able to be electricity and water. There's a very dynamic individual, or you're not going to be. You're going to be your truest, highest self, or you're not going to be. You're going to live your truest lessons in the truest of ways, or you're not. If you make a mistake and someone asks you, why'd you make that mistake, and you make the easy out and tell a lie, I promise you're going to pay dearly for that. You should do the hard thing. You should tell the hard truths every single time. Take responsibility. Don't take the easy way out, man. These strengths are built little by little by little. This is complete fitness. Don't inject anything. Your eyeballs see that. Forget about all the whole chemical argument. Your eyeballs see that. Your mind knows. Mental toughness is the ultimate toughness. Well, we just cover that. You're going to sacrifice some shit like that to look like a Hulk, and then what, go stand on the stage in a bikini? Do you not see the toxicity that we have fostered in this culture in every respect, everywhere? And it's taking out valiant dudes, man. You know, it's taking out valiant dudes. The fact that 50 Cent's kid can be all over the TV with parental alienation abuse written all over him, and that mother's not under investigation for extreme psychological abuse, enmeshment, well recognized by all the specialists. In my kid's case, I sent all those specialists to the fucking people. I knew they weren't going to stop, but I also know that karma is real, you know, and there is a very finite, or not infinite, infinitely. It's going to know exactly the dynamics, everything you do versus everything you know, your level of ignorance and reality and all of that. It's going to know, right? You make that's the darkest thing you could do right there. And anyone who gives any kind of merit to someone who's committed those types of acts, I mean, you just threw your life away. I don't think God respects you in any way. You know what I mean? You just threw away your life, and we see it. We're discussing this is a cultural, cyclic thing, you know, that people pass intergenerational. Just like the woman beating, that is real. Unfortunately, these people are putting woman beating and false accusations, and this is the time. Tulsi Gabbard's going after false, you know, you just conspired and made this whole fictitious bullshit thing up and persecuted the dude and created false witnesses and did shady things to inspire the investigators to go after it without initial reasonable assumption or whatever. You know, you skip all these steps and just go after, you Amber Heard somebody as a government, you Amber Heard, you know, we just had, thank you Johnny Depp, thank you Tulsi Gabbard, thank you everybody who stands up to the truth. I really respect you. And I'm just trying to follow along in those footsteps. I'm no one's guru. And I'm your fellow journeyman, and with respect to the name that has saved my life over and over and over again, I'm just gonna try to end this here with a prayer, if you don't mind, right? In the name of Jesus Christ, thank you for this beautiful life. We love you with all our hearts, and we will say the rest with our actions today and tomorrow.